Hey everyone, this is Dr. Christina Rom Cook, and I am here today to talk about rain and seed science and to talk about different products and what are in the products and how they help your city or your body. As we've started the new year, I've thought more and more about what's happening inside my body because I know that it's its own city. We talk about this all the time. I've talked about it on numerous interviews and on numerous discussions and presentations. How, as a scientist and a researcher, when I think of the body, I think of a community that's really talking, breathing, working. And it's just like a city. You know, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and in Nashville, Tennessee, today it's raining, and things happen differently when it's raining. When it's raining in Nashville, there's more car accidents. It takes longer to get to work. This morning I drove my kids to school, and it definitely was a longer commute because there was water, harder for people to see. And so, it's just a different environment. The same thing happens in the body. Every day's different. The body is exposed from the time it's in the mother's womb to toxins that basically come into the child from the mother through the umbilical cord and through the surroundings. The mother's job is to protect the child. I have 4 children, and that was always my goal. And it's almost every mother's goal is to protect the child. But naturally, the body is exposed to toxins and heavy metals and different stressors, which cause sometimes the body to be under pressure and inflammation, which can cause an epigenetic, which can cause a disease, or can cause different malformations and issues with children. And then as we get older, the propensity of the body to have more and more of these issues happens because your immune system breaks down as you age. And for me, I've had 4 children, and each child's different. There's certain things like genetics that we can't change overnight. We as scientists, of course, can alter different things now, but really you're born with a certain DNA and genetics, and in that DNA and genetics, there's things that can break down and occur, and cancer or autoimmune diseases like multiple sclerosis, cerebral palsy, there's on and on, Crohn's, there's lots of different things that can happen. And we, of course, need to protect our bodies, and we need to promote the cells and protect them and defend against bad things. And so, many of you guys know that I have spent a lot of my career focused on the pharmaceutical and biotech industry, where I've really enjoyed doing research and science and clinicals and helping companies and products and people to find the best care. I love what I've done at those companies, but I also love, of course, what I do with doing nutraceuticals. I do a lot of formulations. I am a nanobiotechnology postdoc, and I really have spent a lot of my career lately doing things like this. And it's been a privilege to be able to work at Rain and work on their products and work on being the clinical officer that guides the company and the products, not just in the United States, but we are in 40 countries, and really we are sending products to about 44 countries. So at Harvard, there's a publishing, the medical school publishes different information, and I get emails almost every day. And then with those emails, it directs us to other research. And one of the things that I got at the beginning of this year was this, which is about the immune system, because, it's flu season. So as scientists, we're aware, and we have discussions on what that's like. And if you look at the bottom of this, it talks about immunity in action. And it says, I'm going to read it to you guys, a healthy immune system can defeat invading pathogens as shown above, where 2 bacteria that cause gonorrhea are no match for a large phagocyte called a neutrophil that engulfs and kills them. That's how the immune system's supposed to work. So when it's exposed to stress or environmental factors like heavy toxins or heavy metals, it's bacteria, viruses, parasites. It's supposed to take the neutrophil and really engulf those and get rid of those if it's working right. However, as we age, this breaks down, and that can cause a lot of issues. And I'm going to read one more statement. As we age, our immune response capabilities become reduced, which in turn contribute to more infections and more cancer. As life expectancy is developed, in countries has increased, so too has the incidence of age-related conditions. that, along with the World Health Congress, which talks about the environmental factors and how they compounded over time and how those environmental factors really impact human beings, has been something that I've dedicated a lot of time and energy to lately, both in the environment and human beings and formulations and proprietary formulas. And we get the opportunity to use some of that knowledge and technology at Rain, where we've been able to produce products. Our foundation was really Soul and Core. They're like the parents. I always say, we develop things that are incredible, but that doesn't mean we stop developing. We always are on this quest. As our environment ages, we know that it has more problems and we have to detox the environment. We also know that we get those toxins and we pass those on down to our child. As a mother, of course, we try to protect our children, but like I have said, the baby's there in the body, and you're naturally giving the baby some of the toxins that you have in your body. Then they come out into the world and they're exposed to even more. So you have to continuously detox the body and supplement it. And Rain has these two products, which I think are fantastic. Core and Soul, which with Soul, I always call it the mother product. It's really the foundation of the company, and it has Core and I'm sorry, not Core. It has black cumin seed and black raspberry and Chardonnay with D-ribose, and it's manufactured in a way to preserve the seeds and everything around it and make it into a flour, and then carry it in a pouch. And when you take it, what I think of every time I'm taking it is I'm putting these seeds and these vitamins and minerals that are in the seeds into my body and giving it a basis. And it's phenomenal to know that I have the ability, where I'm traveling to all these countries and I'm raising these children, and that two are now adults, but I still am the mother, and I'm a daughter, and I'm a sister, and I'm a friend, and I'm a person that, lives in its busy life. And to have the ability to take a product that I know is giving my body ingredients in the product that can help my cells communicate better and help them hopefully thrive and be able to fight off bacteria and viruses better, is something that's my goal. And I always look at the products at Rain not as a pharmaceutical and biotech product. They're not a drug. They are a product that really is there to help and support you. I think two of my favorite things to do are support and give things. And that's what I feel like when people take this product, that I'm giving them or suggesting that they take something that could really help them. And, a lot of things in life, you can't hear or see them. You can't always hear a disease or a bacteria or a virus or see it. Obviously, when it's coming, you don't know. You don't know what's going on inside your body. Each body is daily communicating. So when these pathogens and these toxins enter the body, it's oftentimes we're unaware. And by the time we develop a disease or an illness or a virus that's really, really bad, it's too late. So what we got to do is we've really got to give our body the ammunition and the things it needs to fight off things and to stay protected. And that's what I think is so incredible about being able to provide these products that are basically seeds, plants, herbs, oils, things that can really protect people in a day and age when we don't know what's going to happen. This is an ability that we have to really give things and nutrients to the body that can support our bodies. On a daily basis, we always support everyone else. But if you don't support your own body, how can you support everyone else? One of my favorite things I used to read my kids was about a child carrying a basket, and they would give out things to everyone from the basket and then look down and there was nothing left. And that's what you have to remember. If you give everything away and take care of people, but you don't take care of your own body and your own self, you don't have anything left to give. So you've got to take care of yourself, and then you've got to take care of those that you love. And I feel like taking products like a Soul have the ingredients and the potential to really help that body with prevention and wellness. And I get so many case studies about how particular products from doctors and from customers, where they feel like it cured a autoimmune disorder or disease. But for me, what I know is when you take these products, you're giving your body the ingredients that can really support it with the immune system. By supporting your immune system, you support naturally hormone health and metabolism. Everyone is always asking me about weight loss. And yeah, you can take Soul and Core on a keto diet or a macro diet or a paleo or the Mediterranean diet. It's a seed, right? We use D-ribose to give these seeds energy that will really propel them to go into the body and to be utilized as much as possible. And a lot of questions I have is, how do you know that's really helping the body? And we are doing survey studies. We have an outside group that's a society that I'm actually the chairman of, and then other groups that are doing research. But it's really neat that we also have the third-party assay testing that we got from Brunswick. And I have a slide deck, but I'm not showing it today because I really just want to talk to you guys about the results. We've talked about them numerous times before, but I want to talk to you guys today just about this one slide. This slide. So the ORAC score was 8,990, which is really good. And we look at ORAC scores to see basically what happens with the radicals and how the body reacts. I talked last week about when we do the Brunswick results, we look at what happens in the cells in a lab. As scientists, we look at what happens when the cells are exposed to the product versus when the cells are not exposed to the product. And with the black cumin seed and the black raspberry, as well as with the white Chardonnay grape, what we saw when we sent them the packets of Soul, which those are the ingredients in Soul, we saw very high that the body was actually working better as far as fighting radicals. We showed that it inhibited inflammation at 33%, and that's really important because we know that inflammation can cause a cascade, and an inflammatory cascade can cause an epigenetic to present and a disease to occur and then to grow. So obviously our goal as scientists is to make sure that the body is in equilibrium and at peace. Many of you guys know that's why I love Pure, because I feel like Pure is a great prebiotic and probiotic that will go into the body and really provide this equilibrium that can cause the body and the GI to be better by putting good bacteria to fight bad bacteria. And I love that about the product called Pure and the ingredients that are in that. But I love getting the third-party assay tests back from Brunswick, which show this 33% inflammation, because I know that if I'm taking a packet of Soul, that I'm reducing the likelihood of me reducing the inflammation by 33% is pretty high because we have these third-party assay results. And then I love the fact that the results show that it increases cellular anti-aging by 62%, which is incredible. And many of you guys know that the red Soul that we have actually reduces that by 79%, which is huge because, again, I know that if I'm taking Soul, I'm reducing that by 62%. And if I take red Soul, I'm actually reducing that by 79%. And I am aging. We all are, which is not bad. I actually love getting older. I just want to make sure that my quality of life and quantity of life are matched so that while I get older, I'm getting better and I'm happier and I'm supporting the body. And so by supporting the immune system, I'm actually supporting my metabolism, I'm supporting my cells, I'm supporting what goes on with the hormone health and what goes on with my neurotransmitters and my mood, because I'm supporting the body, right? So it can fight off bad things and get rid of bad things. And many of you guys know that my focus has been on detoxification a lot. But if you detox your body and you don't supplement your body with the right things, it's irrelevant. It's like cleaning out a house, which you have to clean. You have to detox and clean your bodies. We have to clean and detox the environment, but you've got to supplement it with the right things too. And that's why I think it's so important to do what we're doing. It also, the test showed a 2.5 times the average free radical reduction of all nutraceutical products they had tested at the time we sent the Soul to Brunswick, which is huge. 2.5 times the average free radical reduction was what they saw at Brunswick Lab. And again, Why is that important? Because then we know that we had it tested and we know what is possibly occurring in everybody's body. And then we have survey results, which I actually did a presentation earlier this morning on some of the survey results. And we had in the survey results at the International Seed Nutrition Society, we had results included SOL, and a lot of those results showed a very high ability that SOL had to help people with their appearance and their opinions, as well as with pain, which I was really shocked by that the scores were so high on that. But people looked at Bend and SOL as the two that really they felt like helped with pain. And then we had a few other products as well that I won't talk about on this call because it doesn't pertain to this company. But another thing that I want to talk to you guys today more about is Core. I talked about SOL being the mother product, and then I want to talk about Core because Core is the father product. I feel like it's a cleanse product, really, as far as I feel the ingredients are ingredients that as a researcher I know really help the body in support as well. But some of the studies that are around the ingredients show that it can help cleanse different areas of the body. I just want to show you a list of those ingredients that are, I'm going to make sure you guys can see it, that are in the Core. Milk thistle is an ingredient that I really like. I talked a little bit about it last week. Some people can be allergic to it, but not many. It is able to really grab hold things and get them out, and it's known to help in different research with different types of hepatitis, and even some studies have shown that there's a propensity to maybe help with stuff like HIV. And when I say help, I mean support the body as it fights these battles. Again, we don't make claims about any of these products. We show people what they're there for, which is to support, the body and its growth and in its quality and quantity of life. And so, but in Core, you have the milk thistle, kale, black cumin seed, chlorophyll, and spirulina, dandelion, aloe vera, wheatgrass, chlorella, and cranberry seed. And I used to make shakes that had a lot of these ingredients in it. But I couldn't make enough shakes for how much of this ingredient is in this one small packet. People ask me, why is the packet so small? Well, it's very condensed and it's manufactured in a way to preserve the seeds and their highest nutrients. You guys saw the ORAC score was 8990 for SOL. And look at that for the ORAC score. It's 21,700, which is very high. It's showing how it's really helping with inflammation and with antigens. And that was based on 2 Core packets that we saw at Brunswick Lab. When they took 2 Core packets a day, they saw this rise in the ORAC score, again, 21,700. And it had 67% higher packs, which helps in the absorption of vitamin C and vitamin A, which are very important to your body, as well as the other vitamins. And it had 8 times the protective power than USDA's top fruit and vegetables, which is incredibly important and instrumental in helping the body with wellness as well. Those are facts that I thought are very important about Core, because as I talk about immune system and weight loss and the overall health of the body, you got to make sure you're fighting off things and you're protecting the body. And that's what's, I think, so great about the products. I know that, the mother and the father are SOL and Core, but what's so fantastic about Rain is it continues to bring products. So it came out with Bend that it really supports the body in fighting off, again, inflammation, because it has curcumin, turmeric, which are very, very important in doing this. And then Pure, which is a prebiotic and a probiotic, again, another really important factor. And finally, we were able to also do Red Sol, which the Brunswick Lab results were extremely favorable. We've talked about those before, but just to, again, restate this, it had almost an 80% at 79% reduction in cellular aging in the cell. And that makes me feel good when I'm taking that throughout the day. I know that even though there's things going on inside of my body that I can't control, I can control what I put into my body that can support it in its battles to fight off viruses and infections and everything else. So I want to give my body the best things I can, just like I want to give my kids the best thing I can. And then finally, I have not had a lot of time to eat this last week. I did have a lot of time to eat when I was in Norway. Fantastic trip, amazing people, and I loved the opportunity that I had to be able to spend time with them. And they have invited me back in June, and I hope to go for a week and really tour throughout Norway just to really spread wellness and prevention and teach on different things that everyone can do. But yeah, I since I've been back, have not had time to eat because it's been very busy, and so I do take Form, and I a lot of times will do Form, and I'll add a Pure, and then I'll add water. Sometimes I'll add chocolate. I'll add just different things to make sure that I'm giving myself the plant protein that I need for the branch change, basically lean muscle mass, because I want to make sure that I'm not bulky, but that I'm able to stay lean and to fight off different fats that are bad for me and really put good protein and fats in my body. And that's what's so amazing about being able to use these products. But I do want to focus more on weight gain and metabolism. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. I'm also going to do a Facebook Live on the International Seed Nutrition Society on more about the surveys as well as weight loss. And yes, I do use these products to help myself control weight. People ask me all the time. Of course I do. I want to look and feel the best that I can. I was happy to show, to see that over 70% of the people that were using the seed-based products felt like it really helped their overall appearance. That's important to me, but it's more important how I feel. And I think giving my body the things it needs inside is what's really fantastic. So it's great talking to you guys today. I look forward to our next call. Thank you so much for taking the time.